The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
180. He was brought down by Kiko Alonso.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, here's Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Coleman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check right 54. Right 54. Let's go. Switch it.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, here's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Check it out.
The first carry for the North Texas man is Jeff Wilson. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! Jeff Wilson, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Hey, echo.
Garoppolo now. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Niners 8, Saints nothing.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kill, 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 kill.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Breeze on 3rd down. They complete it to Hill. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Slam, slam, slam. Motion, 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 motion. Motion.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Bridgewater with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Kamara trying the right side. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Again, he finds an opening. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
36.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
1, Omaha.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And out across midfield down to the 45. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo on first down. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Check. Under.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. 8-7, just a one-point game at intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. That one complete to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check 52. Whoa.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And the Saints first down.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20! Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, 78 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now. It's Coleman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I got you.
Under 10. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check.
Lock.
49. Check 49.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Blue draw quarters. White. Hey, I-7. Hey, gun.
Mike 54. Watch the screen.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
I got you.
Let's go, G.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And he's such a talented tight end. Just creates nightmarish tight matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, We're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Right there.
We own it! We had
They run with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run again with Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Where's that? Set! Yellow waiting, yellow, set! Ready, jump, where's that? Ready, 5-9. We go 21, 21. Set. Ready? You ready? Set. Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56. Wait a sec. Ready? 95, 56. Ready? Yellow waiting. Easy, opposite, opposite, opposite. Wait a sec. Ready? Yellow waiting. Yep. Ready, touch. Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Kill, kill. Ready, touch. Set. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Set. Ready? Yellow waiting? Yes! Set, set. Ready? 5-9. Ready? You ready? Sammy, Sammy! Where's that? Ready? Touch. Ready? 95, 56. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Sammy, Sammy! Where's that? Ready? Yellow waiting. Let. Ready? Yellow waiting. What's that? Ready? 5 seconds. Set. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Set. Ready. Yellow waiting. Set. Ready. 5-9. Ready. Set. Ready? You ready? Return! Ready? Cut! Ready? 90 seconds! Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Kill, 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 kill. Ready. Yellow waiting. Protect. Ready. Yellow, protect. Ready. 5-9.